Sharks host Munster, a team steeped in the history of this competition as they look to make some history of their own. My name's Mark, let's talk rugby. Sharks versus Munster is at Kings Park in Durban, Saturday 1st of April. Kickoff is 12:30 BST. Let's take a look at the team. So for Sharks, we have in the backs Chamberlain, Koch, Van Rensburg, Pimpi, Bosch, Hendrikse, and in the forwards Niche, Umbanambi, Dutoy, Etzebeth, Grobler, Khaleesi, Chituka, and Norsha. On the bench then Van Buren, Mchunu, Sadie, Van Herden, Buthelezi, Williams, Tapuawi, and Abrams. For Munster then in the backs, Haley, Nash, Frisk, Fekatoa, Daly, Crowley, and Casey. The forwards are Kilcoyne, Scannell, Salanoa, Klein, Snyman, Omani, Hodnett, and Coombs. On the bench then we have Barron, Josh Wycherley, Archer, Fineen Wycherley, O'Donoghue, Murray, Carberry, and Kendalland. So two, really strong sides picked there. So in terms of team news then, for the Sharks, Grobler is in for Van Herden, who drops to the bench, and Norsha is in for Buthelezi, who also drops to the bench. Backs are unchanged, and nobody has come in or out of the matchday 23. Just those two players, swapping starting and reserve positions. For Munster then, Snyman makes his first start for Munster since his debut in 2020. Crowley picked ahead of Carberry at 10. That's a big call on that one. Scannell, Omani, Casey, and Frisk all come into the team as well. So, more changes on the Munster side. Still, though, it's a very impressive Sharks team, and it's going to be a big ask for them in this one. In terms of how the teams got here then, Sharks finished third in Pool A, and Munster were sixth in Pool B. Sharks went win, loss, so they lost to Quins in that last round of pool games, beat them in the other game and did a double over Bordeaux. Munster then beat Northampton twice, but lost to Toulouse twice. In terms of current positions in their domestic leagues, so Sharks are 8th in the URC and Munster are 5th in the URC as well. It's the debut year for Sharks in this one. As I said, they're going to be looking to make some history, get to the quarterfinal, and then see how far they can go from there. Munster twice champions, 2006 and 2008. Last year they got to the quarterfinals, lost to Toulouse on that crazy penalty shootout that happened there. So yeah, they'll want to progress further than the round of 16 this year, because as I said, if there's one team that screams dedication to European competitions, it's Munster. Their players, the fan base, all the staff and the coaches there, they just get this competition, and it's the real highlight of the season for them. So if anyone can go away in a round of 16 and get a result, it's them. So Sharks, they've got to be careful. Home advantage counts a lot at this stage of this competition, but it's not everything. In terms of the last games for the teams then, the Sharks lost 32-20 away to the Scarlets. Munster lost 26-38 to Glasgow at home. Munster looked very lost at times in that game. They got plenty of chances, kept going to the corner, couldn't score. Glasgow took their chances really well. Munster started coming back at them, and then mistakes. One for Carberry that maybe is wise on the bench. When they had momentum, kind of stole it away from them as well. So maybe that's why that change has been made at 10. but there could also be the fact that Crowley is seen as being ahead of Carby now in the Irish pecking order. But imagine for a big game like this, there won't be any outside interference saying, yeah, got to put Crowley at 10. I think it's just the case of it's Crowley's turn in the 10 jersey at the moment. In terms of then the Sharks, like Khaleesi, he's been talking about how poor they were against the Scarlets and that they worked really hard to rectify the things that went wrong for them. Munster, they're going to need to produce another famous European victory to progress in this one. I think, if they do win this, it's going to sit there with, famous European, well, I'd say nights of the past, but this is obviously on pretty much at midday, but European adventures of the past as well. And yeah, so for Sharks, home advantage may make the difference, and what a chance for them to make a quarter final in their first year in the competition.